Suicide. Did Michael Jackson fake his death to save his life? Elbow Grease Productions, in association with MichaelJacksonInsider.com, presents
I was in the courtroom for what may be the final act of the Dr. Conrad Murray case, at least the final act of the criminal courts. We are starting jury selection for Dr. Conrad Murray on a charge of involuntary manslaughter, the victim being Michael Jackson. The judge, Michael Pastor, appeared before a panel of about 160 prospective jurors and told them what the case was, and he asked them if anyone did not know about this case, and there was not a single hand raised in the room. Everyone knew about the case, and that was what he talked about basically. He talked about knowing about the case and ignoring what you knew and not going on the outside of the courtroom to find out things. Judge Pastor has a great sense of humor, and he used a few humorous asides. When no one raised their hand, he said, "We didn't expect that you've been living under a rock for the last few years, or that you made a pit stop here from Mars." He said, "We expected that you would know something about this case," and sure enough, they did. Dr. Murray was there with his lawyers. The prosecutors were there. Everyone looked pretty somber, and the room was really quiet. Everyone was paying total attention to the judge. He told them that the trial is expected to last 25 court days, that it will probably go until October 28th. He said that they would be given a document to fill out to see if they have hardship. If they do have a hardship and they can't serve, they will leave. If not, they will be given a lengthy questionnaire to fill out. The questionnaire will essentially probe not only what they know about the case, but their own backgrounds, attitudes toward law enforcement, what they know about drugs, things that were brought up last time we started this process. We haven't seen the actual questionnaire this time, but the judge has said it was very, very extensive. He said that the jurors' names will remain confidential, but what they write on their forms will be public. The judge was very serious about impressing upon the panel the importance of their role in this very high-profile case. He said, "A courtroom is a temple of justice. It symbolizes a respect for the rule of law." And he said that he told the prospective jurors that they will be the judges, that he will just decide what evidence comes in and what does not, and you are judges, and he said they were the cornerstone of the justice system. Mainly his talk focused on the impact of electronic media, the internet, social networks, all of that. He said this is a very different system than the one that he first came into. He said to them, "I certainly realize that for many of us, searching the internet is as easy as breathing." And he said that they would to do with the Conrad Murray case. He also impressed on them that he was kind of giving them a break. He said one of the options he had considered was to sequester them during the trial. And he said he decided against it because he said that it would mean that the jurors would in effect be prisoners, that he didn't want to do that to them. He wanted them to be able to go home at night and on weekends and conduct their regular lives. He said I chose not to do this, and in doing that I am reiterating my faith in every juror chosen in this case. He said they will have to change their lifestyle to some extent. They will not be able to talk to even their relatives or friends or co-workers or even a stranger on the street about this case. They can't mention it. He said that every day they will be transported to the courtroom from a secret location, and they will be held in the courtroom through the lunch hour where they will be served lunch by the court. They will not be allowed to go outside the courthouse at all during the trial except to go to and from the secret location. He said that if anyone comes up to talk to them about the trial, they should report it. They are not allowed to take business cards from anyone, and he stressed that for 90 days they cannot negotiate for monetary payment or any other benefit from giving information about this case, which the subtext of that is they can't make a deal for a book for 90 days until after the case is ended. He then read them a very stern admonition, which he will give to them every single day of the case, in which he will tell them what they can't do, basically. He said they can't post messages on social media, they can't send tweets or read tweets about the case. And he doesn't want them to do any experiments or visit the scene or do anything that would influence them on the outside. He said that any disobedience of his admonition, any disobedience of these instructions could lead to a finding of contempt of court, and they could ultimately go to jail or be fined. So it was pretty strong in that respect. And he said this is not a case about whether Dr. Murray is guilty or innocent. It's about whether people can meet the burden of proof in proving him guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And with that, he recessed and he left them to fill out a lot of paperwork.
Millions believed Elvis did it, but did Michael Jackson really do it? Fake his death. Alive. Is Michael Jackson really dead? Investigative journalist Pearl Jr. uncovered the facts in the 2005 trial. Now she's uncovered the most shocking true story of our lifetime. Alive. Is Michael Jackson really dead? This promises to blow your mind. Suicide. Did Michael Jackson fake his death to save his life?